intranet. So we all have training challenges. So we have our training program, and we bring them in initially, they take it, they move on. So it's the ongoing training. And even that training program, we have a manual that they go through, we have quizzes, we have to grade the quizzes, we have to confirm that they actually pass. All of that is involving a lot of time. Then the ongoing, how do we know that they're actually taking it? We're trying to gather them in quarterly. Not everybody attends because everybody's busy. All these challenges. So we're trying to create this intranet, and we found a tool that can do this. Basically, during our training, the first initial training, they'll look at the videos, they can take a quiz online that automatically tests them and shows if they pass or not. They can have access to all the information at home, the videos, the test, everything, at any given time. So it speeds up that whole process. The ongoing training, we can put everything online that anybody at home can go take the training. We can see that they passed it, whether they watched the video. We can make this quiz customized that they can pass. And then we can have, additional procedures, let's say, for the whole company to confirm that everybody saw this certain memo. We can send out an email to everybody, go online, take a look at this memo, and it confirms that they did it. So it's streamlining the whole process, trying to make the standardization the same. And again, it's that tool that is making sure everything gets done for very little time and very little money.
You know, there's definitely a setup process that you have to go through in order to get something like this up and running. I'm sure the majority of you, even the smaller companies, have some sort of training program in your organization. You have to have something. I can't imagine that anybody put the chauffeur on the road today that does no training. This makes it much more available. No training, I can come work for you?
So this system we have not rolled out yet.
I would need training.
I do want to add, the system we have not rolled out yet. It's a brand new system, but it's being used in almost all the Fortune 500
I would say this is not unique to the limousine industry. This is something that is used in companies of all different sizes, shapes, worldwide. Companies all over the place are using this type of training, and it's getting it available to the employees that are mobile, that don't always come to the office, that don't have the time to spend an extra 2 hours at the end of their shift, that you can't afford to pull them off the road. I mean, I know we suffer from that terribly in my business. I can't afford to get guys off the road. We're so busy at times that how do we get everybody trained? How do we get them updates? How do we roll things out to them? How do we get them new client information that's really important? You can have an online portal that your employees can log into that they can get this information, get at their leisure. One thing I will caution you, do not take shortcuts when it comes to training. If you think that this is going to be a weak point, that you're not going to be able to institute it effectively, don't take any shortcuts. Make sure you get that employee in, because the worst thing you can do is set your employees up to fail. Okay? You want them to have all the training available to them that you feel is necessary. So if you're not comfortable with this, take your time in rolling it out. Make sure that you spend and task somebody with doing it. I'm sure each and every one of you here in this room have an enormous amount of things on your plate that you deal with on a daily basis. I know we have a full-time chauffeur manager. I have an operations manager. I have a lot of different staff members in my office that can handle different tasks. Put this onto them. Give this to somebody as a project. And as an ongoing thing, don't skip the other steps in between, like ongoing training. Whether you do it quarterly, whether you do it monthly, however you do it with your employees biannually, don't skip the training process.
Name of the tool?
So the name of the tool is called PAX Training. Many of you are probably already familiar with it. It's rolling out now. It's more for chauffeur training, but they've added on a feature, a common feature for online training across the board. And we are taking that tool and we're adapting it to many different parts of our company. One is, again, regular chauffeur training, but it is just regular memos, initiatives, SOPs going throughout the company, ensuring that everybody in that company, in our company, read it and they understand it. We are also going to use it for our affiliates. Again, another stream rate. If we have our affiliates who sign on, do they know our standards? How do I know they know our standards? How many of you have tried to make sure the affiliates out there know your standards and they actually follow them?
That has got to be, and we're going to touch on that. If you come tomorrow morning, we have Terry Cox and Tammy Sicoccio from Worldwide Commonwealth.